Hi guys, welcome back my dear students of middle 3 this year. This is Mr. Abdullah Ibrahim speaking, and this is our second episode in the summer preparation videos. Today we'll proceed with another grammar lesson, which is the present simple passive. First, let's talk about sentences in general. In the English sentence, we start with the subject, then the verb, and the object at the end of the sentence. And here we have two types of sentences: an active sentence and a passive sentence. So what's the difference between them? Let's find out. In the normal active sentence, we start with the subject of the sentence. On the other hand, we start with the object of the sentence when we change into the passive form. For example, this active sentence here, mechanics fix cars. We started with the subject mechanics, which is a plural noun, then the verb fix in the present simple form, and at the end of the sentence, the object cars, which is also a plural noun. When we turn it into the passive form, we start with the object cars, then the plural verb to be are, and the past participle form of the verb fix, which is fixed, and we use the preposition by, then the subject mechanics. Then we have to ask ourselves a very important question. Why do we use the passive form? 1. When we want to focus on the action itself. 2. When the subject of the sentence is not important or it's obvious, so we don't need to mention it. So the question here is how to form a sentence in the present simple passive. To do that, let's follow these steps. 1. Start with the object of the active sentence. 2. Use the verb to be according to the object of the sentence, am or is or are, whether the object is singular or plural. 3. Put the main verb in the past participle form, whether it's a regular verb or irregular verb. The fourth step, which is optional, we use it when we are asked to do it. We put by and the subject of the active sentence at the end. Now guys, let's practice together with some rewrite questions. First, let's read the active sentences together. 1. Tom cleans the table after lunch. 2. They don't write the lessons in the notebooks. 3. Do farmers in Egypt grow cotton? 4. When does he watch films? Now let's answer them. 1. Tom cleans the table after lunch. Here we have the subject, Tom, in the red color, the verb cleans in the yellow color in the present simple form, and the object of the sentence in the black color, which is the word the table. Here, when we change it into the passive form, we start with the object or the singular object, the table. Then the verb cleans becomes is cleaned. We put is because the object here is a singular noun. Then the past participle of the regular verb cleans is cleaned. Then after finishing the sentence, we may put by Tom, which is the subject of the sentence, at the end of the sentence. So it becomes the table is cleaned after lunch by Tom. 2. They don't write the lessons in the notebooks. Here we have a negative sentence in the present simple tense. The subject they, the verb here is don't write, and the object is the lessons. So here we start with the plural object, the lessons. Then the verb don't write becomes aren't written. Aren't because the object is plural, and written is the past participle form of the verb write. And then after finishing the sentence, we may put by them at the end of the sentence. So it becomes the lessons aren't written in the notebooks by them. 3. Do farmers grow cotton in Egypt? Here it's a yes and no question. So we start with the verb be, which is the verb is, then the singular object, the word cotton, then the verb grow becomes grown, the past participle form, and after finishing the question, we may put by farmers, then the question mark at the end of the question. So it becomes, is cotton grown in Egypt by farmers? Number 4. When does he watch the films? Now this is a WH question, which starts with the question word when. So we start with the question word when, then we use the verb be, which is are, because the object here after it is the films, which is a plural noun. Then the verb watch becomes watched because it's a regular verb. Then we may put by him at the end before the question mark. So it becomes, when are the films watched by him? Okay guys, it's your turn now. I want you to answer the following rewrite exercise on your own. Here we have 4 questions. Let's read them. 1. John eats pizza every weekend. 2. Mary doesn't walk the dog. 3. Do they make the beds? 4. Where do you keep the keys? So I want you here to turn them into the passive form like we did before in the previous examples, and then answer them. Finally, please don't forget to post the answers in the comments section below the video here, like we did in the previous lesson. So that's it guys, hope you enjoyed watching the video, and see you next time, and until then, stay safe, bye!